Hey everybody, what's up? Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to wait for everyone to come in here, and then I'll get stuff started. Okay. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Where's your own map? I sent the link if anyone wants to come in. I'm gonna make you a mod. I'm trying to download something right now, real quick. Hold up. Yep. Let's go Celtics. Yep. Yep. Always, always. And let's go my Warriors too. My Warriors are dangerous this year. So yeah. I'm trying to make a couple people mod real quick. Hold up. I'm about to make your mod. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm about to add people as mods. Hold up. All right, all right. You just became a mod. Martin Peace, you became a mod. Dang, I made mods on the wrong account. I gotta make y'all mods on my channel now. Give me a sec. What up, New York Beast? What up, bro? You, you need the link? You can. Oh, I'm on live. Just a couple people. New York Beast and a couple other people. Here's the link, bro. That's the link. I'm about to put you guys as mod on my channel now. That was my mistake. I'm still trying to create, Mo. You're you're in the private chat. Yo,
Hello.
oh,
Oh yeah. Am I on right now?
yes.
Okay. All right. So what are we waiting
I'm
for
trying.
right now?
I'm trying to create everyone's mods real quick. Hold up, give me a second.
Oh,
I'm trying to create you as a mod. I'm trying to create everyone as a mod. So
I,
hold
I
up.
could hear I could hear feedback.
All right, but I'm glad you're up here, man. I'm glad you're up here. But I'm glad you're up here, man. I'm glad you're up
All right, no doubt.
here. All right, trying to find you as a mod. Trying to find your channel.
Let me know how my mic sound. My mic sound good?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
I can hear you. All right. We're about to predict the season in a second. Give me a second. I had all these channels up here and it went away, bro. Trying to make everyone mod. Tatum. What are you doing right now?
I'm just watching a friend of mine. She started playing GTA 5 for the first time.
Oh, that's
So
cool. That's cool.
yeah,
Just watching a lot of baseball right now. That's all.
yeah. I'm about to get ready to go out in a little bit. I kind of figure I get on and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna let you know everything that we're doing here. Right, the conversation is repeating itself like seconds later. It's replays itself, and I can hear the whole thing.
Okay. All right. I was making sure. Did I type his name wrong? Yes, I did. Ah, bro. It's New York based. New York based. I should be able to find his name up here. 360. Uh, Let me save those people for now. Um, you're a mod now. You're a mod.
I So yeah, I got a couple of questions. So you don't mind if I add a little soundboard here and there? You know what I mean?
I don't mind.
Uh, that future reference type of thing.
All right.
Because it
I'm
seems
about
right
to.
now you're doing basically like testing right now. That's basically what you're doing right now.
Yes, kind of. Yeah. And I'm about to
Yeah.
predict the NBA season. So, yeah, I'm about to.
Uh, yeah.
This NBA season's about to be real good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Oh man,
I'm excited, bro.
I'm interested in seeing how the buyout market's gonna go too.
Yeah. Mm, mm. I just hope that Jalen Brown can stay healthy this season for us
Yeah,
and make it to the playoffs.
we're gonna do a lot better than that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to fix that too. That it keeps replaying the whole convo.
What, the volume?
No, everything you say, like
Uh huh.
like seconds later, they'll say that again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll fix that. I'll fix that for the next live stream.
Yeah.
But
You probably got both things open at the same time, and one of them is on a delay. You know what I mean?
mm, yes, sir, Jason. You're a mod now. You're a mod. Yes, sir. And Villem's mod too. He's mod. There you go. Carrier. I'm just doing the live stream from my tablet. I'm watching things on my phone.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is too. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Uh,
hmm
There we go. So,
Do you have questions?
yeah, what about the team?
Yes.
Okay, I'll throw you something. So yeah, so far, who you think is the weakest link?
What for the Celtics?
Yeah,
Probably center. Center, in my opinion.
I think that's actually not as bad as people think, man. Because like,
Yeah.
if you really look at it, right, people been saying
Uh,
that rebounding is going to be a big issue, right?
yes.
And and also, what else was it? It was also the defense, right?
Yes,
Because of
defense.
the
Yeah.
inside. But
We
if you
lost some
really,
players this offseason. We lost Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis too. So we're gonna miss that defensive rebounding. We're gonna miss that for
but
sure.
what people haven't paid attention to, right? Check this out. Kada had a 12 rebound game.
Yeah.
Garza
He's good.
had a
I can trust him. I can trust him.
Garza, who
Yeah.
people have been saying he can't rebound a lick. He had 10. He had a 10 game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boucher, he had twice 9 rebound games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then even D White had 9 rebound game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then also, hey, let's not forget Minot, that boy's everywhere. That dude does every single thing you could think of, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think people are overlooking things because they're not big names. You know what I'm saying? So they're basically, so they're like, oh, they're not a big name. We need a star center. We need a star. How many star centers do people really think there are in the league? You know what I'm saying?
Not a lot.
And how many of them going to be able to run up and down the floor against this Boston Celtics offense? You know what I mean? Like so people are saying, oh, we don't got a center. They don't have a center that's going to match up well against our centers either.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you think about it on the offensive side, we're going to be dominating other centers as well. So it's really going to balance each other off a lot more than we think about it, right? So now we have to look towards like those other positions, right? No, those other positions like the point guard shooter. We have an advantage over every team in the league in those other categories, man. If you add them all out, like our guards and our wings, bro, who matches? Well, that's including a healthy Tatum, of course, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But Jaylen Brown looks like he's hurt, so he could be ready for the season.
A healthy Jaylen Brown, right? Check this out. We also got Derek White, who had a 33-point game. You know what I mean? We could say he was the MVP of the preseason for the C's, right? Let's say, and then we also got Anthony Simons.
Anthony Simons could be decent too. Yes, he
can. Like people are really sleeping, right, on our bench depth this year, right, and how active they are and our reliable scoring, man. Because we have a lot of efficient scoring on our team. If you look at it, right, Derek White, Anthony Simons, Jaylen Brown, Minot, Boucher, you know what I mean? Pritchard, you know what I mean? And then when JT come back, that's a lot of efficiency.
That's a lot of guards to deal with, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then Sam Hauser too, man. That boy's a bucket.
Yep.
He's 40 plus right there in percentage, man, in threes, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 40, 41, something like that. I can't remember, you know what I mean? But
Yep.
So you gotta really look at it, man. The only thing that we gotta look at, man, the problem we have right now is Baylor Scheierman.
Yeah, Baylor Scheierman, yep.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When he was on the floor, that was when our team was the worst. You know what I mean? I looked it up. I've been studying it since the first game of the preseason, and even I was watching them in what was that? The Summer League. You know what I mean? That they did up in Vegas. Remember when they were up there?
Yep.
Yeah, man, dude was a turnover machine, man, and just backing up every single shot possible. Like he's in a rush to make points because I know it's always a problem when they have limited minutes. They want to get them, make sure every minute counts. So they try to like jack up shots and get as many points as they can, right? Yeah. Which is usually a problem, because these guys they try to make a name for themselves. They want time, you know what I mean? So they just jacking up shots because they don't have many. They don't get many shots per game. So that's the problem with him that I've been noticing, man. He's been forcing a lot of shots that don't need to be shot at certain moments. You know what I mean? Yep. He's turning over the ball. He's a dog, right? He plays defense. He jumps around. You know what I mean? He rebounds pretty well. But we could get that elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really need him. If we cut him out, our team is way much more efficient and would be a much more powerhouse, man. You know, a bigger powerhouse with him out of the team, man. We need to get those. We need to allocate those minutes that he gets towards people like Minot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I like Hugo. As crazy as Hugo is, because Hugo's he's kind of a little turnover machine a bit too. You know what I mean? But he's only 19, man, and I love that kid, man. You know, and I gave him that nickname Boss, you know, because Hugo Boss. So I was like, yo, everybody's calling him Hugo Boss. No, Boss Gonzalez.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's call him Boss Gonzalez. You know what I mean? Take the Hugo off, just like Jaylen Brown, man. You know, Jaylen Brown's nickname is Juice, and nobody calls him Juice Brown. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's not call him Brody Juice Brown. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these guys nicknames out there, like Truth. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Paul Pierce, Truth. So how you feel about that little Truth situation, man? That he fell asleep behind the wheel, man. I'm glad he made it home. I'm glad he got out of it safely, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? But TMZ pick up stuff real quick, man. Them people, how the heck did they catch that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who? How do I feel about who?
About that incident right there, man. You know.
Who, with Hugo?
No, with Paul Pierce, man. You know, falling asleep behind the wheel.
That's crazy, man. That's sad, man. That's just sad.
You know, and
he was a legend for the Celtics. He was a legend for us.
Yeah, so. I love him forever, man. You know what I mean? And and I'm gonna be real. You know, there's a lot of people that picked it up and start talking a little slanderish about him. You know. And stuff like that, man. I was like, nah, I'm not having none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the truth right there, you know. And people fall asleep behind the wheel. I've driven, right? Yeah. From Boston to Los Angeles.
Yep.
And I fell asleep behind the wheel sober. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Completely sober. You know what I mean? So it could happen with somebody being sober and everything. So people jumping the gun. Oh, he's on weed. He's on liquor. He was drunk. You know what I mean? Like DUI. Like, man. Let the man live. He made it. He made it safely. Nobody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that sucks. Falling asleep on the wheel sucks. It does.
Yeah, man. But back to the flexibility of this team, right?
Yeah,
like people are really sleeping on the combination of Boucher, Tillman, and
Tillman shot that game-winning shot versus the Raptors. He did.
Yeah, those two guys, man, they're gonna be able to it's gonna be tough for a lot of teams to match that inside presence with those two guys because they're both one of them is 6'9", the other one's 6'8", basically, right? But them guys, they can move around the court, man. You know.
Yeah, man. But it's gonna be an exciting season, especially off the bench for sure.
Yeah, people. So we need to stop listening to what the popular opinion is, right? You know what I mean? The mainstream media, they always want to trash stuff, you know, and get people scared and hype stuff, you know, and always throw, you know, most of the media, they're not even from the city or from the area, you know, they were college students that graduated from school in Boston, you know, for media or something, and decided to jump on the bandwagon of the team because it could be, you know, financially, you know, sustainable for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let's be real. You know, most of the media in the cities, they're pretty trash, man. You know, they're fake, they're actors, you know what I mean? And I don't really respect most of them, you know, because they're not really real fans of the team. They don't love the team. They don't love the players. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like they hate the players, you know, or they secretly are fans of like our enemy teams or something, and they really secretly hate us, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. So what you got? Any questions on how I feel about the team and stuff, you know?
You think we'll be a 5th seed this year?
I think we could be higher than that because if you look down the board, right, across the board, and this is on paper.
Eastern Conference is kind of weak this year too. So.
It's weaker than the West, right? And if you look at, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, the center." How many centers are there in the East that could actually do anything to us? You know what I mean? There aren't many. You know what I mean? There aren't any. That really what we got. We only got Embiid, who I don't trust. Yeah, I don't trust the process. You know what I mean? That process, the never-ending process. I don't trust that never-ending process. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only one is really Miles Turner with the Milwaukee Bucks. How they just picked him up. You know what I mean? And they got Giannis, obviously, right? You know what I mean? And then also Porzingis down in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
And Atlanta team is dangerous. Yep.
And then the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic is really solid, man. That's pretty much. I think Orlando Magic is our biggest threat if they could really pull it together chemistry wise and now grown, you know, a little bit more as far as like experience wise, right? Because to get, playing another season
Home
together,
run.
most of them.
Oh, homer.
Oh, I heard that.
Seattle.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't been watching the series, man. You know what I'm saying?
They're getting loud in there.
Yeah.
It's loud.
It's fun though. I haven't been able to watch it.
Baseball's fun, yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, man, like the last few years, I haven't been able to watch much sports, man. I have a lot of stuff I have going on. So I had to stick to like one main sport, right? So that's why I did this whole mouthpiece thing with the basketball, because that's my favorite sport. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I play it all the time. I play it on video games. I watch it. I talk about it. You know what I mean? So I figure, and I watch every game possible. You know what I mean? So I figure, and I know a lot about it because I've been studying this since I was a kid. So
yep. Mm-hmm.
So as far as like the numbers,
the Celtics could be higher this year. A lot of people said we could be 5th seed, but bro, we could be higher than that.
Yeah, I think really let's be real. Like this team's breaking down right now. There's a lot of players that are getting injured right now in this preseason as we speak, and the preseason is not even over yet. I think there's some games tonight, right?
Last day of the preseason. Today's the last day of the
preseason. Today is okay.
Yes. And then the season starts on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we start on Wednesday though, so that's kind of when I'm gonna pick it off. I like to focus more on Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like. As far as like, how a lot of people like to look into like the trades and all the fantasy stuff. I try to steer away from that because I look at that as the business side of things. And me, I have a bachelor's degree in business, so I know business and I do it for a living. I don't want to deal with it for fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I'm doing this and talking about Celtics, I don't want to do it. I just want to talk about the game. You know what I mean? Forget all that number stuff. As far as the financial and trades and stuff, I'll leave that business stuff to the business. You know what I mean? I hate to see any players go, and I hate to see them leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, so it's always a tough thing, But sometimes, it calls for us. It's for me to say, like, hey, yo, this one guy, I really don't want him on a team anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's rare. And right now, that's how I feel about Baylor. You know what I mean? I love the guy, man, but efficiency-wise and everything, man, defense. Hey, and one weird thing I kind of noticed, we've been putting him up in lineups that are kind of weird too, though. So maybe that's also why his numbers and he's been playing terrible, because Joe has been playing some weird lineups. Man, I seen it when it was Peyton Pritchard.
Yep.
It was Baylor, and who else was it? And Simons. That's a small lineup right there.
Yeah.
Those guys are pretty short. That's like fucking 6'3" down. You know what I mean? In those three positions.
They were Sharma could have good games sometimes, though, from time to time.
Yeah, but let's be honest, man. He's 25 years old, I think. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, let me make sure though, because I said I think though, so that's the good part about 25 years old. He just turned 25 on the 26th of September. So so how much time does he need? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How much more time does he need? Like, he usually around this time is where we see what the product is. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think we see what he is. He could score. I think he'll be good to come off like the deepest side of the bench. Like when we're up 50.
Yeah.
I know I'm exaggerating with the 50 points, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, when we're up with one of those leads that it's impossible if you consider the time that's left and stuff, you know what I mean? Throw him in the game type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the guy's a liability, man. He's a fouling machine too. And that's actually our biggest problems. That people keep talking about the rebounding and the defense, man. Our biggest problem is going to be the turnovers and the fouls.
Yes.
That's what's going to be our biggest problem. If we could minimize, right, the turnovers and the fouls, man, I don't think there's any team in the East that could beat us. And that's including without JT being in the team.
Yeah. How about the West, though? How about the West?
The West is tough, man, because over there, I see a team in Houston that looks kind of, like they could be something over there, right? I've been watching them for some years now. Those have been my two teams I've been watching, right, for like a couple of years now.
Wim likes the Rockets, too. He loves the Rockets.
Yeah, the two teams I've been watching for like the last few years has been the Rockets and the Magics.
In the Magic, yeah.
those two, one on each side, of young teams that look like they could be something, but we never know, man. The business side of things could change things easily, man. Next thing you know, these guys are getting traded for next to nothing and into a better, into other teams, and that team that they were on before, they end up collapsing. You know what I'm saying? They end up being
in my words with dangerous. In my words with dangerous.
Oh my God, you and the Warriors! I forgot about that, man. You had to mention them, huh? Had to mention the Warriors, man. I told you
Curry owns Boston too. Curry owns Boston.
Man, listen, I love Curry, man. I was actually one of the only. I actually don't know anybody else who thought right at the time that he should have been the first number one pick in that draft. You know what I mean? When everybody went for Blake Griffin, I was telling everybody, man, the person it's Curry, man. That kid, man, he should be the first pick.
Curry's different, bro.
And people was like, man, man, he's too small. He's too small. And I was like, no, man, trust me.
Bro.
Next thing I know, man, look what he became, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the 3-point king. Yep.
Bro, I knew what I saw that year.
I'm the Warriors. That's why.
It's the same thing with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, right? Like those guys, and also Ja Morant. Like I had Ja Morant as the number one pick over Zion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's who I thought should have been the number one pick. You know what I mean? Was Ja Morant. But no, they went with Zion. And now Zion looks a little skinny, right? You know what I mean? Look like he went.
And someone called him fat too. Somebody called him fat too. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith.
He got fat shamed for quite a while, man, because let's be honest, he got pretty big there, man. Like when he first came into the league, right? He came in pretty buff, right? And he kind of had like the grandmama comparison, Larry Johnson, the body type and everything. And then next thing you know, dude wouldn't stop eating. Kind of remind me of when we had Sully on the squad. You know who Sully is, right? Jerry Sullinger.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we had Jerry Sullinger on the Celtics team for a little bit, man. But the guy wouldn't stop eating. You know what I mean? He just wouldn't stop eating, man. He just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And he was already undersized to play center. You know what I mean? He was only like 6'9", you know what I mean? So yeah. It's gonna be an interesting season.
My Warriors are definitely top 5 for sure this year, for sure.
Man, back to the Warriors, right? Remember, I told you I got people that work for the organization, right? And I go back and forth with them all the time, man. You know what I mean? I got a couple of homegirls that work for the team, and then I got one of my boys. He's one of the execs for the team, And man, they love talking trash, man. You know what I mean? Like, and I love it too, though. Because I'm not a hater of the Warriors. I'm not. There are people that hate them because they beat us in the finals and everything like that.
Curry owns that, bro.
But I look at it like, that was only one time. They beat us one time in the final. That was it. You know what I mean? They're not an enemy of ours. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They're more enemies to like other people, like LeBron and them. Like they really enemy. But it, but yeah. So one of my friends, she's a photographer for the team. She's gonna be hooking me up with like certain pics and stuff when we're out there. Gonna have like exclusive pictures and stuff. I could probably even get like exclusive pics of Steph. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Even though I don't want it.
Steph Curry.
I don't want it, you know what I mean? Hey, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, man. Listen, years ago when we got Kyrie, right? I wanted us to redirect him to the Warriors and try to get Curry with us. That's what I wanted us to do with that trade there. You know what I mean? At that time, I was like, no, let's try to redirect him and some picks and try to get Curry, man. See if the Warriors are stupid. You know what I mean? Because imagine if he was with us. Instead of Kyrie, oh my God, man, that team would have been something crazy, huh?
What, the Warriors with Kyrie and stuff?
No, instead of Kyrie, it was Steph.
Yeah.
We did a 3-team trade, not 3-team trade, but we traded instead of we got IT over to Cleveland, and then we got Kyrie, right? But instead of us getting Kyrie, we sent him off to Golden State and some picks, right? And gotten Steph over here. That would have been something awesome, man. I loved his dad. I loved his father, man. His father, Del Curry, was a good 3-point shooter. When I was young, I used to use him for video games, to shoot threes and stuff, Yeah, because I go way back. I go way back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So who you got winning the West?
Probably my Warriors if they can stay.
Oh man, listen, man, they don't have anything. Who do they have, man?
Jimmy Butler, he's good. He's good.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot that they got Jimmy buckets, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me check.
Yep.
Let me check.
Warriors roster is good this year. It's good.
You said who? Warriors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Their championship window's open this year. And
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm looking at it and I'm like,
And we got Alan Horford too. We got Horford too.
It's just not enough. It's just not enough, right? Because like
we got Curry's brother.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So now we're gonna have the new Splash Brothers, the legitly actual real brothers.
We got Buddy Hield here.
Okay, so
we got Kuminga. Kuminga's good.
Okay, who's the center? Who's gonna be the center? Al Horford?
That's probably most likely.
He's I think he's the only center they got.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this roster right now, and it looks terrible, bro. Like, how do you see them even making the playoffs?
I do.
They only added L, right?
As long as we got Curry, we have a chance.
They only added L.
And
they already have buckets, right? Jimmy already played last season with them.
Yep.
So and they didn't do well. The team was trash. They only added L and they
Jimmy when Jimmy got there, the Warriors got better, bro. They got better.
Yeah, they did.
As their record, yes.
Yeah, they did. That is true.
With Jimmy, we have a chance though.
But it's still like they don't have like okay, check this out. L is really slow.
He can give you a couple bucks a game.
But who else would they play when he's not there in the game as a center?
They
don't have that.
That's my question mark is center, yes.
And then they be having Draymond play center and then sometimes power and also power forward. But Draymond, man, he's 6'6", man.
He always fights a lot of people. That's what I don't get, man. He gets back all the time, bro.
Man, he's getting overpaid.
Yes,
man. You know what I mean? Like
he's getting old too. Yes.
Like they need to move his contract if they're smart. They want to really build.
This is our year, so we'll see what happens.
If they want to rebuild like that team, like make it into a machine. They got to keep Curry, obviously, right?
Yeah,
and Butler. But they got to move that green contract, man. Draymond's contract. They have to move that. They got to find a sucker who's willing to take on that money. Their record.
We only lost one game in the preseason, so
Yeah, that's the preseason, though.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the preseason. That's where some teams decide to never play most of their starters. You know what I mean? Some teams end up playing all the bums.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we never know. So.
But Warriors could be good this year. They can be.
I just don't see it, man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking at the roster, man. It's like, man, what up?
Their championship window's wide open this season. Just give Jimmy a ring, man. I'll be happy. Just give him a ring.
Listen, hold up. So how are you a Washington Wizards fan too, or no?
No, of course not. No.
Hold up. What? I'm confused here. How are you a Washington Redskins fan then?
Because of my dad.
Oh, okay. Your pops is from out there?
What, my dad?
Yeah.
He's been to Washington many times, but he lives here in Virginia Beach where I am.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Now I know. Okay. So people up in VA, they rock with the Redskins. Okay. Yeah. I know. I've been out there before, so I know how it is. Okay. So I get it now. It now. But so how you become a Warriors fan then?
Because of Curry's game, man.
I know, right? It's so nasty, right? It's like, how can you not love the Warriors?
My mom's a Warriors fan too. My mom's a Warriors fan too. After we win that finals, so
Listen, I've been watching the Warriors since back in the days with Tim Hardaway. So I always liked the Warriors as a far team. I've never been a fan of their team, but I liked them and respect a lot of players throughout the years with them. Like Chris Webber, Chris Smalling. It's that's way back in the days type of players. Even when they had people like damn, what's his name? Derek Lee.
Yeah.
People that know, a lot of people don't know his name. You know what I mean? But that he was good. For them.
Yeah.
They had a squad, but yeah, your squad's trash right now, man. I'm sorry, DJ, man. Gary Payton
What
Jr.
What if Warriors start off fast though? Then you will have hope. Probably.
If they start off fast.
If they start off fast, yes.
Listen, man, that's the problem. They have out there. Al Horford can't run.
Sometimes he will. Sometimes.
Yeah, he will be able to run for like a few minutes here and there, right? But then he's going to be really tired, which is really going to affect things down the line. You know what I mean? Which isn't really that good to have.
I hope injuries don't pile up. So we got the Lakers first. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough too.
So I have a feeling they might do something wild, right? Like have Jonathan Kuminga and Draymond as the two bigs.
Yep.
And Kuminga is what? How tall is Kuminga? Kuminga is 6.
Kuminga can dunk. He can dunk, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, he can dunk. I trust him.
Well, he's 6'7". It says here on Real GM, and that's a legit site, man. They don't play around. Yeah. So I mean, of course he could dunk, but I mean, I think he's going to get overpaid. If they're smart, listen, man, they didn't need him. They don't need him. They need to get rid of his contract and Draymond's contract if they want to do things, man. They're not going to go anywhere with the team they have right now. How many teams are better than them right now? Let's see. We got Houston, right? Yep. We got the Clippers.
I mean, we can beat Houston a couple of times because Curry owns them in the playoffs. So he owns that team. So that's playoffs. So
thing is, Curry don't have the same teammates, man. That's the problem. Curry and
Jimmy are about to be real teammates, though.
Curry had some dogs with him coming off the bench, like Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala. You know what I mean? Like he had some real guys that was coming off the bench for him, man. Yeah. He doesn't have that right now on the bench. There's nobody on the bench. I'm looking at that bench right now.
The starters though, yes.
I'm looking at the bench right now. You know who the best bench players are? Moses Moody and Brandon Podziemski.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those would be like the best guys coming off the bench, man. That's a terrible. That's a terrible.
I don't like the bench, but I like the main starters though. The main starters can give me something. So.
Okay, so outside of the Warriors, man, because it's obvious that you're biased because that's your team on the West, right? Yep. Outside of them, who else do you have winning the West?
Maybe the Thunder again, possibly.
Nah, man. The league gave
Houston.
I think the league gave them a bone. I think the league knew that, because there's a lot of
There's a lot of good teams in the West.
They've been trying to help these smaller franchises, right, get into those positions. Like the league helped Thunder get to the finals by getting them, free throw lines and using fouls and all kinds of calls to get them to win. That stuff was orchestrated because these two market teams, they're really failing, man. The Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And they're about to go down to the bottomless pit for a long time, man. Look at the Pacers, right? The Pacers just lost
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yes, to injury, right? And also who just went to the Bucks from their team?
Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's be honest, man. That's a big loss right there, man. He was a big impact on their defense, man, and everything. And I don't think he's gonna be easily replaceable over there in Indiana. Indiana's going down. From here on. And it's gonna be, and I think it's gonna be for a while, for a very long while. That's probably why the league helped them get to the finals, get them a little exposure, because bye-bye, you guys are gonna go down to the bottomless pit for quite a long time. Same thing with Oklahoma City Thunder. Because if you look up and down that roster, you'd be like, hold up, how did they make it to the finals?
Because of Shaq.
Because of the refs. The referees helped them.
Yep.
It was orchestrated, man.
It might be the same thing again this year for them.
Yeah. Man, the commissioner said it himself. He wants to make it where all the small market teams have a chance, you know what I mean? And more even playing field and everything. He's been trying to help the lower market teams, be successful. And why you think they're also doing all this stuff, like drafting people from like overseas and stuff into their teams? It's because they want to get fans from other countries to be fans, so and it can help a lot of other teams survive financially.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on that people don't understand. That's like the political side of things, you know what I mean, and the business side of things that a lot of normal fans don't even understand. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind, the background and stuff. So we think, it's only like the best teams win. No, sometimes it's the most favorable team, the team that's bringing in the most money to the NBA. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's the most marketable player that they help push. You know what I mean? So it's all different. And at the end of the day, they always do what's best for the NBA, for the whole thing in general. You know what I mean? That's why they have a commissioner.
Yep.
You know, it's because it's to do what's best for every owner.
Team.
Yeah, every owner. You know what I mean? Not just one team. You know.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see LeBron getting that many favors as he has gotten the last couple years.
Yeah.
They haven't been helping him the last couple of years. You know why? Because everybody's been tired of LeBron getting spoon-fed by the league. Yeah. So, and that has caused a lot of numbers to go down. So the league started panicking, like, oh my God. So they thought, hey, let's help other teams do. And then what happened was the finals had the lowest numbers they have had in what? Forever, I think, or something. I don't know. Yeah, right. So, you know, and it's because they a lot of it has to do with them spoon feeding LeBron for so long, right? That really messed up the NBA. It really messed things up.
NBA.
Because real talk, those championships that they helped LeBron win, some of them would have went to Golden State and to the Celtics.
Yep, absolutely.
You know.
That's why Curry has 4 rings now. He might have a 5th one this year, Moon.
And he would have had like 2 more if it wasn't for the league helping other teams out. Like I'm telling you, like those.
Yeah, the league's helping out other teams. It's crazy, man. Nowadays,
man, it's organized business, man. You know what I mean? Like I can't hate on it. It's been around forever. You know what I mean? It's called the entertainment business for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about, they don't do it for us. You know what I mean? It's for money. You know what I mean? And it's a fraternity of owners, you know, in a group that own basketball teams. You know what I mean? Like people think like it's a government thing. Like, you know, all these teams are owned by the governments or something, right? You know what I mean?
Bro, it's owned by the NBA owner.
Yeah, it's a lot of them that privately owned. You know what I mean? Or a group of people own them. You know what I mean? Like, it's privately stuff. It's private stuff, man. So it's all amongst them. You know, their rules, you know what I mean? Rules that they came up with together and agreed upon, you know.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting, man. Like, I watch all the other sports too, but, man, it's hard to find time.
Yeah,
it's hard to find time, man. So what I do sometimes, man, if I can't watch the game, I'll check out a replay later, you know, or I'll just watch highlights, you know what I mean? It depends on the game, you know. If I need to study something, I'll watch a full tape.
We went Big Simple. Okay, Big Simple, come on up, brother.
Who's that?
Big Simple, my brother, my football friend.
He's in the lobby.
Yeah, he's in the chat. Yep.
Oh, in the chat.
Yep.
Oh, I can see the chat from right here too. Okay, yo, that's pretty cool.
And you're a mod too. You're a mod now. You're a mod.
Yeah, I never done this before. I never done on Streamlabs or anything. So, you know, I have Streamlabs. I did a test stream on my own channel. But
come on up, Big Simple.
Pretty much it. What's good, y'all?
What's good, Simple?
So yeah, man, like people are so worried about the wrong things, and it's because a lot of things that goes on with the media is they all recycle the same stuff. So if one person say, "Oh, we have a rebounding problem," right? They all go along with it. You know what I mean? They all go along with it. Oh, there's a rebound problem because nobody wants to do their own work. Man, all the stats are online.
Yep.
You could just go online and look at the stats, man. It's pretty simple. Like people look at the time, right? Oh, this person only played 5 minutes, right? So he wasn't a factor. No, look at what he did at those 5 minutes, though. And now factor those 5 minutes and multiply those 5 minutes. Compare that to like a full game.
What's up, DJ? What's up?
What's up, Big Simple, man? How you doing?
Not much, man. I can't call.
Oh, I see you rocking a white chain there on your profile picture. Hold up. Is that a Redskins jersey?
Oh yeah, I'm representing.
No, we gotta get you out of here. Hey, yo, DJ, get him out of here, DJ. Another Redskin,
he's good. He's a good friend to me. So
hey, yo, not another Redskin, man. I'm gonna be outnumbered over here. I'm a Patriot fan by heart. You know what I mean? Forever. You know what I'm saying? I was born into the team, so you know. I don't got nothing against the Redskins, though. Y'all got a good squad, man.
Yeah, man. For it been a minute, so you know, we finally got that right quarterback, so that's the good thing.
Yeah, and I could tell you was at the game too, huh? Because I could see that, you know, you were at the actual stadium, because that's how I could tell it was a shirt. I kind of put 2 and 2 together because I seen the background. I could see like the stadium.
Yeah.
So I looked at that color, then the color of your jersey. I was like, oh no, yeah, that's a rest. I know that color from a mile away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I was at the game all last year, man. One of the best seasons of my life, man. Yeah, no lie. But the whole thing is my grandmother passed away around that time. And And then all of a sudden, Washington had one of the greatest seasons of my life. No lie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know Grandma was really, especially with the Angels up there, man. It's a blessing. It was a blessing to watch the football team actually play well, because it got me like got my mind off of a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, the Commanders, they're not really too bad, man. The problem mainly is their defense right now, man. Like if you really think about it, man, they can't really stop too many teams from scoring against them. You know what I'm saying? But they can put up some points. So if they could work on their defense a little bit, man, they could be a little better, man. You know?
Yeah, see the defense, man. The defense, bro. As long as we ain't that bad as Dallas is, Dallas defense is horrible, like barbecue chicken. But I say this though, it's going to be a scoring fest in that game though, in that Dallas and Washington
game. Yeah. Both defenses give up a lot of points. Dallas, they gave up 184 points so far this season, which is I think the most in the NFC right now. Let me see. The most in the NFC so far. I don't see no. Yep.
Yeah.
Let me see if in the NFL. Let me see.
But I'm gonna need JD5 to play a perfect game this week. I really do. Like this week, I need him to play a perfect. I know that's hard to do.
Yeah.
But we're gonna need that Jaden Daniels from last year for sure.
Yeah. See, the thing about that, right, is that
he turned up the ball against Chicago.
Yeah, but the thing is, because he's still young, man, he hasn't built into his man body yet, right? So like what happens is he's getting hit by grown men, and that stuff starts beating on your body as time goes on and as games go on, right? So your body's being abused. It's like almost like
most definitely.
It's like if you ever been in a boxing ring, right? And if you a new person sparring for the first time and you go in there and spar with a vet, you know what I mean? They're beating the hell out you, but you fighting for your life, right? But man, there's only so much your body could take because we're not used to that abuse, and their body is, right? You know, and they're bigger and they're stronger, you know. So we got to give him a little bit more time, man. I like the kid, man. He's very versatile, man. He could move on the floor, man. You know, on the grass. I mean, so yeah, his arm strength is pretty good. His his vision is pretty good too. But the thing is, man, how long do quarterbacks like him last in the league, man? It's rare that a lot of them end up staying as starters for long term in the league, man. His style, you know, if you look at history, right, of like his style of quarterback, man, who's the closest comparison to him, man? Like, you know, and if you really think about it, like his style, who can you compare him to?
Ooh, it's hard to say. Because one thing about him though, the difference between all the other, like, because he was just gifted with a 4-3, you know what I'm saying? He was gifted with a 4-3, but him reading the field, you know, he know how to read the field at a high rate, and that's where most of these mobile quarterbacks don't really have. You know, they don't have that like reading the defenses and stuff like that. One thing, JD5, he knows how to read defenses. So that's the difference between a lot of these quarterbacks. But if I gotta compare, see, I would say Lamar.
That's what you was gonna say. I already knew it.
I would say Lamar, but it's something about JD5 reading defenses though. Lamar read defenses too, but I don't think he read them as good as JD5 does. You know what I'm saying?
So I think Lamar, he reads it like he's kind of like mid-tier on reading on his vision, right? So that's why he runs a lot. That's why he tends to just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and run it. You know what I mean? Now Jaden Daniels, his vision is really strong, man. He looks for that pass first, man. He doesn't even think about running like that, man. That's not his first, initial thoughts, right? But like if you look at Lamar, he looks for the run. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times he's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to look to pass this thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and run.
That's
like,
true.
Pay attention to him, you'll see that's like his mannerism showing, you know, that he don't even want to throw it. He's like, you know, I'm just gonna run this.
Yeah.
because he's afraid to throw interceptions, man. That's the problem. You know, in clutch moments, he's afraid to throw that interception and give up the game. So he just runs it a lot. And what happens is the defenses know he's going to run the ball, so they just close in on him. You know what I mean? And that really, that's why the Baltimore Ravens and him, he hasn't won a championship yet. You know what I mean? And
that's true.
And he's true. He's not, because it's just not going to happen. He's, you know, his window is already closing, man. You know,
unless he go to a team that's, I mean, he already got stacked team. Yeah, I don't know why I'm constantly saying that.
Yeah, it's his style, it's his vision. That's what holds him back. That's why when you were saying Jaden Daniels is, you know, how he could see, you know, that's what separates him, you know, and that's what to have him see what Lamar is right now. He's an anomaly because quarterbacks before him that were similar, they didn't last long. You know what I mean? Like even Rick, you know what I mean? He didn't last long on the same team. He ended up going to other teams and this and that, you know. And we don't even talk about Vic as being one of the best ever. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
And the same thing's gonna happen with Lamar because the rings and the trophies eventually they're gonna count. They're gonna have to add up. You know what I mean? If they don't add up, he's not gonna be talked about as one of those guys. You know what I mean?
He'll be like well, yeah. I say Lamar with the MVP trophies gives him a lot of leeway at certain times. But him getting that one ultimate goal, that's where everybody, you know, that's where everybody gonna look at him like, man.
See, the league fucked them with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. They've been helping the Kansas City Chiefs win these Super Bowls, man. You know what I mean? The refs been on their
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though.
So those times they helped the Chiefs beat the Ravens in the playoffs and knock them out. So if considering that, you know, it could have been possible that some of those rings could have been to the Ravens. You know what I mean? We never know, you know?
Yeah.
Because the league is on some funny stuff. You know, they are always on, you know, on what's best for the league. You know what I mean? That's how true. They helped a lot of other people win Super Bowls that they shouldn't have, comebacks that shouldn't have happened, all kinds of crazy stuff, you know?
Yeah. And like I, you know, the Patriots, I never had problems with the Patriots, you know, even though, you know, I didn't like the certain things that came with it. But I never had problems with the Patriots though. Like Tom Brady was my favorite quarterback. He was down there one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch, especially when it came down to like him just, you know, man, the way he get that ball out fast, it makes it way more easier, you know, for the targets to get. He know where the ball gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So
that was his thing, getting the ball out fast to quick targets, right? You know, and that was all by design by Bill Belichick, right? He designed plays right around his strengths, right? So he knew those short passes was going to be his bread and butter. So what he did, he got him people who could come off from the backfield, right? Come in, catch a nice little screen pass. You know what I'm saying? He got some nice slot receivers that were short, right? About 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", right?
Yeah.
That will have a speed advantage at the slot, right? So, man, once you have that and they're running past through the middle linebackers can't keep up with a 5'10" wide receiver, bro. They can't.
That's true.
So Belichick knows that. So he figured out, hey, let's use that slot receiver, right? You know what I mean? To run around, get those middle linebackers going crazy, right? And that will leave openings for the tight end. You know what I mean?
Right.
For you know, Gronk. You know what I mean? That will leave those openings because a lot of them people will have to hold him one-on-one. And he's tall as hell compared to a lot of the people that was defending him.
That's why Element was so underrated, bro. He was just so underrated.
Everything was all by design, man. It was all team effort. People like to give just one person the credit, but it was all a team effort, man.
It was
from up down from management, you know, to ownership, to management, to you know, to the players, man. Everything, man. Coaches, all that. You know, everybody wants to say it was Brady, man, but those times our defense helped win championships, you know what I
mean? Oh yeah. Those like the first 3 years of Brady. Yeah, Brady's career. Yeah, that was all defense. Like at those 3 times out of those years, like even though I say Brady, you know, but those 3 years of Brady's career, it was all Belichick in that defense, and and Tom Brady had a couple of plays here and there, but at the end of the day, that defense held that team to a certain amount of points to not to, you know, screw up the game.
Those short, quick passes, right?
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to stop, man, because most people, right, like they want to avoid the big plays, right? Most defenses, they want to avoid that big play. So if you could just go for those short 5-yard plays, right? You know what I mean? And in 2 possessions, man, you got yourself that first down. You feel me?
That's true.
So if you do that, you're good, right? But the problem is a lot of quarterbacks in the league, right? They want to do a highlight reel so they could get talked about. You know what I mean? So they want to be like popular. They want to, you know, so they force a lot of throws. You know what I mean? They want to throw it downfield, do some crazy throws so they could be, you know, hyped up, right? You know,
right.
It's a lot of ego stuff, man. You know, it's a lot of ego in the league, man. So that's what affects a lot of these other quarterbacks, right? From getting successful too in the league, man. They just want to throw these bombs way down the field, you know, thinking, oh, you know, hey, let me get that touchdown. What the problem is, right? When you throw it down the field, right, there's more chances of, you know, of it going backfire against you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going further down. You know, so I don't know. It's crazy, man. You know, the NFL, you know, it's a business overall, right? You know, and if you look at the teams that they're helping and they have helped in the long run, right now they look like they've been helping the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know,
that's true. That is true.
And that's a legendary team, right? Look at how many Super Bowls they won. All of a sudden, they being helped. All of a sudden, they got who playing for them? They got Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
How the heck Aaron Rodgers end up playing for that team?
Man, Aaron Rodgers, I thought he was going to have a bad season, but he fooled me. He fooled me like a man.
Brody got an arm and a half, man. He has a bullet that he throws, man, right? That's just sharp, man, and real firm, man. He could throw a bullet from far away, man. He's one of the only quarterbacks that could do that. It's kind of similar to like Brett Favre, how he used to throw them bullets. He used to break people's fingers and stuff, you know, when he used to catch his balls. Man, Brett Favre broke more fingers than any other quarterback has by throwing balls at these players' hands, man.
For real. Yeah. But I like our dude Drake May though. He been balling, man, this year. Yeah, he been balling.
Yes, man. I love him, man.
He been balling, man. I wouldn't, you know, I was always like, I want a mobile quarterback at least, you know.
Yeah.
But I know Drake May can move inside the pocket too. So hey, y'all got one. Y'all got one of those ones too. So
hey, you know
I wouldn't be shocked if 1 year it'd probably be a Patriots in Washington Super Bowl. I wouldn't be shocked.
Hey, DJ been saying that for a while now, man. Up in my server in Discord, man. He been stressing that. You know, at first I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
because I first met DJ. You know, you know, at that time, you know, so I was like, "What? No, Washington? Who?"
Yeah.
Nah, they're not going nowhere. You know what I mean? But now I'm rooting for them. You know what I mean? Because I'm only really a Patriots fan. You know what I mean? There's nobody in the NFC that I rock with. You know what I mean? Like that. So if it's gonna be it might as well be one of those squad members teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you on that because that was a big win against the Bills. That I picked y'all to win that game too. Yeah, on the upset. I said, Bills gonna be feeling themselves.
It was a big win for us, yes.
Yeah, people were so scared, right? But I knew I had a feeling we was gonna win because of the momentum and because of the timing, right? Everybody didn't expect us to win. People was like, "Oh man, this game. They're too strong. This and that." And I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time for them to be shocked.
That's true.
That's
true. What I mean? And the bookies could make a lot of money too. So you know, at the end of the day, you know, Vegas, they don't play around when it comes to money and bets. So you know, they'll do whatever they gotta do to make the most money.
And that's what happened to us last week with the Bears.
Oh my God, bro!
Hey, it sounds crazy, but you know, but I feel like okay. I don't look at football. You know, I look at football as a real thing, but looking at that game, it seemed like they wanted Bears to win.
Yep.
And I don't usually be like that. I'm a real true fan. I like to watch the game, you know.
Yeah.
But it felt like the ball was just, even though it was raining, you can't tell me. They said JD5 never fumbled in the game until now. He started fumbling. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that.
Listen, this stuff be happening, man, in the league, man, that people be like, what? You know what I mean? Don't make any sense. But trust, man, somebody know what really happened. You know what I mean? Like, there's times, man, that people get told to do stuff. I'm gonna be real, man. I've had friends of mine who played in the NFL, man. You know what I mean? Like, so I know what really goes down, and a lot of stuff I ain't gonna mention, right? But this stuff that goes down, that like they get told to do stuff, like during games and stuff. They get told, hey, yo, this is what's best for the NFL. We gotta let these people win, type of stuff. Real tough, man. You know what I mean? That's what's best for the NFL type of thing. You know what I mean? And they do that, man. You know what I mean? And anybody who talks about it and talks, you know, against that stuff, they get annexed out of the NFL. You don't ever hear from them or see from them in the NFL again. They basically like get fired, and you don't ever see them in interviews or nothing. There was a guy that came out of the Jaguars organization, right, years ago, and said that at halftime, right, he was told that they had that their team was told, right, that they had to let the Patriots beat them. That it was what was best for the NFL. Next thing I know, this dude he never played another game, and I couldn't remember his name. I've been looking. I was like, damn, what was his name? I can't even find the interview, bro. You know what I mean? But I know what I saw, man. You know, at that time I was in college and everything, man. So I was dealing with a lot of school stuff, right? But I wasn't gonna forget that. You know what I mean? That was my team involved in that, you know, the Patriots. So I was like, what? That dude's he's a player for the Jaguars, and he came out and actually said that. You know what I mean? True. And next thing I know, man, it kind of people was talking about it for that day, and next thing you know, it just disappeared. Something else happened, some scandal happened, like not that far away. And then you know, they just start talking about other stuff, you know. But yeah, man, like there's a lot of times, man, things like that happen, man. Those times Buffalo Bills players were told that they had to let the Dolphins win.
Yep.
You know,
yeah,
stuff like
that's crazy.
Yeah, I had two friends of mine play for the Buffalo Bills. You know what I mean? Two friends of mine, you know, and there was countless times they told me certain things, man. You know what I mean? You know, and I'm not gonna say the stuff that they told me though, because I told them I wasn't gonna say shit, so I'm not gonna go there. But you know,
yeah.
But yeah, man. So I'm on those, man. Like if somebody tells me something, they tell me, hey, yo, don't say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. But they don't mention, hey, don't say shit. You know, this is a secret thing. If they don't mention that, then I guess I'll be like, okay, I guess I can say it then. Right?
Damn, so you make me feel like it's WWE or something.
It's almost like that, man. So what they do, right? This is how it goes. They let a lot of stuff go for like the first 4 weeks, right? They like to see how teams go. They like to see who the fans are buying jerseys from, who are the fans getting most excited about, and they go accordingly to that, and they adjust and they make adjustments from there. You know what I mean? And and before the season, they also have in mind like who they want to see in the Super Bowl. They already have that, you know, and all that, you know. So, yeah.
And it seemed like the Patriots heading that way a little bit though.
Hey man, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots go to a Super Bowl this season, man. That would be something crazy, man. You look at it, nobody expects them to be there, and I'm looking at that damn AFC, and I'm like, okay, what team can I trust there? You know what I'm saying? Like the Bills, right? And the Steelers, because I don't think the Colts gonna do anything. The Jaguars, I don't believe in. The Chargers and the Broncos, I don't believe in. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely don't believe in the Chargers. Yeah, Chargers haven't really beaten nobody.
Yeah, they have a good squad, but they have weak teams they've been playing against. So I don't really trust that record. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really trust them right now.
That's why we beat them the way we beat them.
Yeah, so I'm looking down the board, man, and this only looks like it could be us or the Steelers.
Yeah,
Patriots or the Steelers, man, and because they got
But call me crazy though.
Yeah,
call me crazy, bro.
Don't say it. Who?
I think the Ravens, bro. The Ravens might slip up and take that division.
Man, I think that's why they're terrible this season, and that's why they slipped Aaron Rodgers in there, and they made, they made homeboy get injured. That probably wasn't even, like you never know, man. They're like, okay, we want them to be that team. You know what I mean? So Ravens guys are gonna go anywhere anyway. So might as well.
Because I don't think Ravens are dead yet, bro. Until
they're 1-5.
until they actually lose like 3 more games or so, then we'll come back to them. But I don't think they done yet.
Oh, they won what, the first game of the season?
No, they lost the first game of the season.
Then won the second, right?
They won the second.
Then they've been on a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah.
They lost 2 games. Both games that they played away, they lost. And then at home, they're 1-3.
And then and then you gotta think though, they played pretty well against the Rams. They defense played pretty well against the Rams a little bit. If they can bottle that up and do the same thing like they did last week, and Lamar come back, do his typical thing, get on to like a heater and start jotting up wins, they be back into the fold.
These are the 3 teams that got scored on the most this season, right? So far, right? The team that got scored on the most are the Bengals. Second are the Ravens.
Third
are the Cowboys. Those are the 3 teams that got scored on the most.
I know.
So far, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that defense, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I know the Ravens defense looked horrible.
Their defense is aligned with the Cowboys. That's just terrible to even be named with them. You know what I mean? So that doesn't look good for them, man. I'm sorry, man, but yeah, the Ravens just I don't see it. And then like their points, right?
You don't see it yet. You don't see it.
They scored 144 points this season, right?
Yeah,
that's. Well, like that's like in the middle right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do the math. Yeah, that's somewhere in the middle. So, hey, Cooper Rush is not bad though.
Cooper Rush? Nah. They put in They said that they couldn't roll with the Rush no more. They couldn't do it no more.
They took him out.
Yeah, they took him out. They took him out in the Rams game.
Oh, I didn't get to finish watching that game. I had the game on my TV. I live in Hollywood right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For business purposes and stuff, out here, this is where it's at for that, so I had to live out here for a while, I'm gonna move back home to Boston probably in a few years or so. I don't know. It all depends, man. The beach life out here is something lovely though. I don't know if I want to leave that and go back to that cold weather in Boston. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
That cold weather in Boston, that snow. I haven't seen snow in a while, man. I thank God for it, man.
That's true, man.
Oh man. But yeah.
But yeah, man. I just gave, man. I'm just telling you, like, it's just something about the Ravens. I just can't just say they done, bro.
No, I mean
they're not done yet. Yeah.
That division.
Give me about 3 more games. If they lose like 8 games, then okay, then they probably be done. But
yeah, because if you look at some of the teams that have a better record than them, Ravens they push more points than a lot of those teams. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah.
So you just never know. Like it all depends. When is he coming back? Is Jackson coming?
He coming back this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you been saying that.
Who is coming back this week?
Okay.
Who's coming back this week?
Oh, Lamar Jackson, DJ.
Oh, wait, the Ravens don't play this week. They have a bye this week.
Oh, that's a good thing. So they
got the Bears next. They got the Bears at home.
Oh my goodness.
That's gonna be interesting.
Man, they better smoke the Bears, man. If they lose,
they better. Lamar coming back too. Yeah.
They better smoke the Bears, man. Yeah. I think they will. Let me see what the Bears looking like. Because the
Bears are 3-2. They beat us.
Ravens needed that bye. They needed that bye in the worst way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at y'all division, man, with the Commanders, and man, it's just that division got 2 teams that I really don't like, and they're the bottom 2 teams on that division right now. The Cowboys and the Giants. I can't stand those teams. You know what I'm saying? The other 2 teams,
you can't stand
the Eagles and the Commanders. I rock with because I got people that live in both. One of my best friends live in Philly right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I used to go to DC a lot, for business and stuff way back in the days. So I got peoples out there too, So I rock with them, you know what I mean? So I don't hate them.
I feel you.
They're like neutral teams for me,
Yeah.
So
because I'm like that too with certain teams, But there's only certain teams that that don't even The Eagles, I say the Eagles for me, like man, they fan base is ridiculous, man.
Of course you're gonna hate them because they're
oh,
in the division, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You gotta not like none of those teams at all.
I don't, bro. I don't. I don't like the Giants. I don't like the Giants is okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I got a little, something with the Giants, but other than that, I say the Eagles. I don't know why the Eagles is so antagonized in the last couple of years, even though they've been winning the way they've been winning. But and then Dallas, you already know. Dallas is just it's the Dallas. That's all it is to it.
I can't stand them. I can't. They got a beautiful stadium, man. That stadium is state of the art, man. Really incredible stadium, man. I've been inside of it. It's really nice.
I can't stand their fans. I can't stand their fans.
I can't stand the team. I can't stand the fans. Nothing.
The ownership is
crazy. And the only reason why I was in that building was because I was invited by the ownership group. You know what I mean? Like, because I was doing some consulting work for some of them. So that was the only reason why I went to that stadium. Otherwise, I wouldn't have went in. You know what I mean? And I told them, I let them all know I didn't like their team.
Yeah.
They all laughed. They all laughed. They were laughing at me and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I kept talking shit,
Yeah, and then you can say, hey, I got more Super Bowls than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Patriot can say that, I got more Super Bowls than y'all. So, easily.
Yeah, I love all the sports, man. I've been watching a lot of combat sports. You guys watch UFC?
UFC, nah, not too much.
Any boxing?
Boxing a little bit. Who
you like in boxing?
He come from DC. He come from Washington, DC. Damn, what's his name? I forgot the dude's name. But I know who it is.
Gary Antoine? Gary Antoine Russell?
The one that was fighting
Lamont Roach.
Yeah, there it is. It is.
Yeah, I know them both. Man.
Yeah,
I made a song for that fight, that Lamont Roach in the Tank fight. I made a song for that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because your boy got robbed, man.
Oh man,
your boy got robbed in that fight, man. He should have won that fight, man. That fight they called it a draw, man, but that wasn't a draw.
Yeah, Roach won that fight.
Yeah, he won that fight.
Yeah, Roach won that fight.
Yeah, but because Tank Davis is a bigger name and a bigger draw, they didn't want to blemish his undefeated streak, so they did some funny stuff, right, where they called it a draw, which is terrible, man. That's a business of entertainment, sports entertainment.
That right there, that's exactly why I don't watch about boxing like that as much.
But that's the same thing in every sport, though. It's all entertainment business stuff that's orchestrated amongst the owners and stuff. This all planned out stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not just only boxing, man. They all do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just used to the point where I'm like, you know what? Hey, as long as my team be winning, I'm happy. Once my team start losing, that's when I'm going to start talking shit about the commissioner and the NBA.
Yeah, I'm the same
like, yo,
way,
this is fixed.
I'm
this
the
is
same way, bro.
I'm gonna be like, yo, this is fixed, man. Yo.
That's why DJ and all them they respect me because I tell it like it is when it comes down to sports and stuff.
Yeah.
They respect me on that.
Yeah, you got to, man. There's too much fugazi stuff going on, right? Too much ass kissing going on too. That's what's going on with the media, right? They don't want to say the wrong thing, right? Because they all looking to either work for somebody or they have a job that they want to keep or they want to, not burn any bridges. You know what I mean? Because they might want to work for a certain organization in the future.
So the media is crazy sometimes. The media is crazy.
Yeah, so I don't watch none of that stuff, so I don't ever be knowing what's going on unless people post on like my Discord, like certain news stuff. You know what I mean about like the. I stick to the Celtics stuff though. You know what I mean? I be knowing what's going on with them, but a lot of other stuff, I don't be knowing. I don't watch no news at all.
Like, I don't watch news either, bro.
Yeah, like no.
It's just too much violence for me, bro. I can't.
It's poison. You know what I'm saying? It's poison. Yeah. All that does is alter people's moods. You know what I mean? And really affect people emotionally, man. Like I've seen it mess people's day up from the beginning, right? And that affect their whole day. Next thing you know, they're getting fired from their job because of their attitude. And that attitude started from something they watched in the news in the morning. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy that something like that could have so much power over someone. You know what I mean?
For real,
bro.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, man. You know, that's why. So what I did, I haven't watched the media in so long, man, that I don't, unless it's sports, you know what I mean? And even then I'd rather stick to the people like us, you know, like, you know, regular fans and stuff that talk about
yeah.
it's more real. Nobody's faking it to try to be some person they're not. You
That's
know what I mean?
it.
All that shit, man. So
That's it.
So that's why I did this whole mouthpiece thing right? Was for me to have fun, man. I was like, yeah, I want to have fun, talk about it, you know what I mean, and stuff. But I also want people to take it seriously too, you know, take me seriously. So I designed the whole logo, you know what I mean, came out with the name and all that, you know what I mean. But I'm not trying to be like no personality or no content creator. I don't want to be no big content creator or nothing, you know what I mean.
I feel you. I
just
feel you.
want to do this, just to chop it up, you know, every now and then at night, you know, about sports and stuff, you know, mainly the Celtics. And,
Yeah,
know,
see, I'm trying to like do like I'm trying to put my Washington content out there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's what I mostly do.
Yo,
you know, I put a lot of.
That's what I do for a living. I push other people.
Yeah,
that's kind of why that's probably why I don't care about my own self, right? Because I don't want to do it because I know I can. If I want to, I could have pushed so many ads, right? That by right now, I started this in May. You know what I mean? This whole mouthpiece thing, I decided to do it in May. If I wanted to, by now, I would have already had like 100,000 followers on social media everywhere. You know what I mean?
Man, you ain't lying.
Because I have a bachelor's degree in business, man, in the science of business.
Mm-hmm.
So so I know how to market. I know, you know, that's what I do for, you know. So so I can help you. I mean, so I can help you if you need some help, like with a logo design or some type of plan or something that you want to do for your own growth. Let me know, man. I can help you out, bro. I can come up with ideas for days, man.
No doubt.
Like, I can even help you, like if you want to learn how to do like certain things, like create a soundboard or something, right? That way you got little sound bites and stuff. You know, get some people, you know, because one thing I learned, right, is if you want to be a content creator, bro, you got to be different than anybody else, man.
Oh yeah. See,
you have to be doing something that nobody else is doing, and you have to be able to keep their attention the whole time. Like if you leave dead air time where there's nothing being said, there's just quiet.
So Tony,
it's gonna draw people away. That's why DJ. That's why.
It went out of there.
Oh yeah.
So Tony.
Tony's a monster, man. That dude's Godzilla, man. Yo, you gotta check that dude's DNA, man. He might not be human.
Series.
Yo, how we not know? How we not know that man ain't no reptilian or something?
He speaks a lot of Japanese stuff, bro. He does.
Man, how do we know that's Japanese, man? How we not know that's alienese?
I just speak English. I speak English.
Yeah, I speak 3 languages, man.
Yeah. 3 languages?
Yeah, Spanish, French, and English.
So Tony hit it.
Okay, that's what's up though.
English was my 3rd language growing up, right? So I didn't know English, so they had me a lot of classes when I was younger, you know.
Man, that's a blessing, bro.
They thought I was dyslexic. Yeah, they thought I was dyslexic, and what they didn't understand was that I was learning 3 languages growing up. You know what I mean? As a kid, so like it's hard when your parents don't speak English. You know what I mean? And you have to go to school in the only place where you have to speak English at, because everybody else I could speak in Spanish or French too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like going to school was odd for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now it became my first language. You know, so that's why I'm out here in America. You know,
Minor peace.
Trust me, be around most Americans, you'll get English real quick.
Huh?
Are you subscribed to Big Sibyl's channel, Minor Peace?
Nah. How could I sub to his channel real quick from here?
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. He said we would. That's his channel.
Big yeah. That's my channel.
We do.
Is the link in there?
Nah, is it?
Because I can't click on your profile from here for some reason. You know
can you send the link, Big Simple? You can send the link. You're a mod now. You're a mod.
Wait a minute, I gotta go. Wait a minute, 1 second.
You're a mod, Big Simple, on my channel. No, you're a mod.
So it's gonna be Redskin material and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll go over and chop it up. I don't know too much about them, but I could learn a little bit and, you know, go always show my support and shit, you know.
He can come to the live streams for sure if you have time.
Plus, like people that I rock with and people that rock with me, what I'll do is I like even if I'm not able to like talk with them and be in the chat, sometimes what I'll do, I'll just show love real quick. I'll drop and be like, yo, what up? What's goody? And then I'll just leave your stuff playing while I go do my thing. You know what I mean? That way you get that airtime, you know?
Yeah.
You get to, you know, your YouTube partnership faster or whatnot, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. You know, I don't care about being a YouTube partner and shit. I don't even want
Big Symbol sent his link. He sent his link.
I see it. And for some reason it's not letting me click on this, so I gotta copy it. Let me see. All right.
Yeah, me as a YouTuber, I've been on YouTube for like 6 or 7 years, but I seen a lot of people grow, bro. I seen a lot of people grow. That's up there. That's in the Washington community.
You see his channel?
Yeah, I got a friend of mine who's out there from DC, man. He does combat. His name is Rush Hour Combat.
Rush Hour Combat?
Yeah, combat, like fighting.
Yeah.
Okay. He does, you know, like UFC, MMA, boxing and stuff like that. And he's a Redskin fan, and he lives in the DC area.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you watch Flight Reacts?
Hey,
do you watch Flight Reacts?
Yeah, Flight. I've been watching.
Flight's
been around for a long time,
bro.
Man.
Yeah,
he's a staple.
Funny sports guy. Yeah,
he's basically a staple these days, right? For people who love basketball content nowadays.
You know? And football. Yeah.
He's cemented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
he's crazy.
He's stuck in this.
And it's funny how he started, because when he started, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't like him. Yeah. I was like, this dude capping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dude was a capaholic when he first came out, right? So I was hating on him. I was like, this dude always talking about what he's gonna do. He trash. You know what I mean? Then I saw like, next thing I know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened, but I guess because he's been around so long and doing it, you know, I started to understand that it was like a gimmick thing and it was like for entertainment, funny, and I was like, you know what? I want to rock with it. You know what I'm
saying? But some people say he was really like that. Like Cash Nazi said he really do think like that. Like he really think
nah, for real.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. I thought that.
I think it's that duck pack that he be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I respect Flight, because Flight, like Cash Nasty and all them. Yeah, I respect them because they've been through it, man. They've been through the ring.
They've been around for so long, man. Their content has always been solid too, right? Like and they actually go out and play.
Yeah,
which is different, because there's people that talk, right, and then there's people that do. You know,
right.
I always respect more the doers than the people who just talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like me, I play with a real hoopers play at. I play at Venice Beach. I don't know if you ever heard of Venice Beach, bro. But that's where all the real best players play at, man. From like America, they go out here and they play out here. You know what I mean? Like even a lot of NBA players, they come out here and play in the summers. Yeah, for real. They just straight up on the beach. You know what I mean? We hoop out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
There's always famous people in the court. You know, I done played with Woody Harrelson. I done played with so many damn people. Pascal Siakam. Bunch of people, man. Bunch of people. They be always just there hooping. You know, even some of the girls, man. You know what I mean? Some of the WNBA players, girls I done played with. You know
that is a basketball town over there too, so
they don't
kind of understand.
But they're kind of fake, man. They're kind of fugazi out here, man. They don't really be fans of it. They just fan of the wins. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They basically bandwagon when they went in. They're like, oh yeah, you know, and you know, most of them they're casual fans. Basically, they're not like Boston. Like Boston is a real sports city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they really lived that, you know. Like when that's why I'm a fan, man. When I grew up, man, all my teams were trash except the Celtics. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
That was my generation. So like a lot of these younger bucks, right? They be like, oh yeah, all we care about is championships, because they got to see us when we were winning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're young, and so they only got to see that, man. But I was, man, my youth, man, we did not win a championship outside of the Celtics in my entire life until I was an adult. You know what I mean?
Right.
So people be like, "Oh, you're a bandwagon of the Patriots. You're a bandwagon of this." Like, no, I was there when we weren't winning. I had to look for a secondary team for football and shit, and that was the Raiders. You know what I mean? That was my secondary team. Was the Oakland Raiders, man. The LA Raiders, Oakland Raiders, you know, that was my secondary team because my team was so trash growing up, the Patriots, that I had to look for a secondary team to root for, you know what I mean? While my team was trash. So that was the Raiders.
Right.
And it was only because of the jerseys, man. I liked how they had that dark, you know, sinister look with the jerseys all black and then the helmet with that eye patch and everything. Kind of looked cool for me. And as a kid, I was like, oh, that looked nice, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I come from the inner city, right? So the hood, right? So that kind of looked like something gangster and street to me. So that's really what drew me to them, you know.
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
Thank God, you know. Thank God I was saved, you know, and I turned my whole life around.
Yeah, with God.
Went to college and everything. I became a vegetarian. I don't even eat meat, man. There's so many things I've done. Like I try not to find. Like I don't argue people. There's a lot of things I don't do. You know what I mean?
He keeps a lot of things personal. So yeah.
Like you know, that's the thing that problem, right? Like that's with society, right? Is that a lot of times, like. Even DJ, man. Hey, if DJ don't mind me telling how me and DJ met, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't mind me telling a story, DJ.
He eventually bothered me for a couple of weeks for some reason.
Nah, listen. I just entered the server for the first time, right? It's my guy VYOM. Yep. You know what I mean? He's also a member of my server, man. You know what I mean and stuff. He invited me over to his server. I went in and to talk to him about the Celtics, right? Thinking it was only gonna be Celtics. And here comes DJ pop out of nowhere. Hey, do you believe in God? And I'm like, huh? You know what I mean? Like, so I was caught off guard. I'm like, oh, why are you asking me this? This is a basketball, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah. And then he just kept on going with it, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to talk sports, you know, and it was my first time talking. So I kind of was excited to be talking about it, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, and then he just kept on going. Then for some reason, he started saying he was sad. So I was like, you're sad about what? You know, and that kind of got me like, yo, you know what? I don't know what's going on here, but I'm about to dip off this. So, you know, so I left the server, man. You know what I mean? I was like, because I'm not into confrontation because I'm one of those people, right? Yeah. I survived so much in life, right? That I avoid things because I know what I'm capable of. You know what I mean? I didn't survive this long for nothing. I've survived this long because I made sure I did. You feel me? So, you know, so I avoid a lot of confrontation and stuff because just to avoid what I would do to other people. You know what I mean? Like not just, you know, because sometimes people cross the line and might say something, right? And when I was like, y'all, I don't know how young you guys are, but when I was in my early 20s and before that, even before that, I used to actually find people online that used to disrespect me. I used to actually find them. You know what I mean? And this was before people were putting people on blast and stuff like that. I would actually find them because I know how to find people through hacking. You know what I'm saying? So I used to find the people, right? And one thing I noticed, right? Every single time, it has never failed. Every single time I met up with somebody who was disrespectful online or something, the energy never was the same when we actually set eyes. They always end up turning to a really scared individual. So a lot of them end up screaming, yelling, you know what I mean? In fear, you know what I mean? A lot of them start trembling, you know, and I learned my lessons from the past, right? Because you used to make me feel bad. Like sometimes I will overreact, right? And do things to them because I was mad about what they said, you know. And I grew out of that, man. You know, I thank God that, you know, now I'm like, yo, there's no need for none of that. If I have the need to want to argue with somebody or hurt somebody, I just got to get out of there. You know what I mean? I just need to leave the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's impossible to leave the situation, you know, otherwise I'm leaving the situation. And that's what I did there, you know what I'm saying? But it was nothing with DJ. It was more the conversation. Like, like one thing I learned is you have to pay attention to people's intentions with you, right? So when somebody comes out of nowhere and just asks you a certain question, you have to think, why did they ask me that question at this time, at this exact moment, and with that exact pitch and tone? You know what I mean? When you get that information and you're like, hold up. And then they keep going. You're like, okay, this person is either looking for confrontation or they're looking to find out if they're going to like me or not. And they don't want to waste no time. So they want to ask all the questions they can in the beginning, you know what I mean? To see You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
sometimes people just try and see if you're gonna do a reaction. You know.
Yeah. You know,
looking for a reaction.
And me, I could spaz with the best of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm really, you know, for the most part, I don't allow myself to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
same here.
Yeah. And like I don't remember, like, you know how a lot of people, like, in relationships, they argue with their lady and stuff like that. Like, I can't remember the last time I raised my voice at one of my girls. You know what I mean? At one of my ladies. You know what I mean? I can't. I probably was like in my young 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, and that was out of stupidity because I was living that street life and I was involved in, you know, that active stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you live a knucklehead lifestyle, you end up, you know, doing knucklehead stuff, man. You know, so I thank God, you know, I came strong. I came out of it strong and was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna redirect my life the way I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So what I learned I had to move away from everybody. So
I feel you on that.
So that's how, you know, my story ended up, you know, me leaving home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't live in Boston right now, because what happened was, when you live somewhere so long and you live a violent life where you're always fighting and stuff for years and you got enemies everywhere, and all of a sudden now you are an accomplished person, you become a target even more.
Yep.
Because those people that didn't like you before or hated you before, now they know that you came up. You know, you become
go away from bad.
They end up hating you. They end up hating you more because you did something. You know what I mean? You became something. You know what I mean? So the hatred becomes more, and they will kill you for that. Yep. So people will kill for that because they're like, yo, you know what? He gonna live in a good life. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't. You know what I mean? And that happens. So what you have to do, you have to remove yourself from everybody. Get somewhere where you know you're gonna be safe, right? And you're gonna
be nothing like your peace, man.
And be happy. So I decided, you know, let me
be happy. Yeah.
So I decided, you know what? Let me go out west, man. Check it out, you know. And I love his sons, man. You know what I mean? LA soft, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of crazy people out here, man. But for the most part, that gangbanging stuff you guys might see on TV about the life out here is not as bad as people think. There's a lot of people that dress like it and look like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's more gangster looking people out here probably than in any other city, but they're not about that. You know what I'm saying? Like the actors. The actors, like, you know, I've been to prison, bro. I've been to jail, bro. You know what I mean? Like, one thing I learned about people like that try to look Mr. Badass and shit. Most of them, they're not. It's a defense, like a defense mechanism, right? You know what I mean? It's a defense mechanism, right? They put the tattoos on their face, like on some "don't mess with me, I'm crazy." You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's why
they not even like that.
Yeah, that's why whenever you see somebody with tattoos on their face, man, trust and believe they're not like that, man.
Right.
Picture them without the tattoos on their face, and you'll see a face of a pussy. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? You'll see a face of some dude that's soft, man. You know what I mean? And that's why they put that color in their face. It's almost like how women put makeup on when they think they're ugly.
Yeah.
It's similar to that. When a guy thinks that he has a face that's not scary, they put tattoos on it to try and make themselves look scary. You understand what I'm saying? So whenever you see that, man, don't ever fall for that foolery, man. It's fake. Man, I don't trust any of that, man. Real gangsters wear suits, man, and they make money, man. They're big time. A lot of realest gangsters, man. They're gentlemen. They treat ladies real good, man. It's a different life, man. So that all that fake gangster stuff that you guys be seeing in rappers and stuff, man, that's an act. Those are all actors.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even listen to rap music unless it's from my city, you know, or something, you know.
Yeah.
Because they be lying, man. Yo,
I live in
Hollywood.
Rappers nowadays, bro.
I live in Hollywood, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of these dudes is homeless. A lot of these dudes live in their cars. A lot of these dudes live in other people's houses. A lot of these dudes live in the ghetto in some of the other in family and friends' houses, and they act like they living it up when they go to like the studio. When they go somewhere, you know what I mean? They'll dress up for it. You know what I mean? Some of them take loans, right? So they could be able to dress up. So they could be able to go to like events and stuff like that. You know, they'll ask somebody, yo, can you hold me down to, you know, like trust and believe, man. These people are not. And when you see like a story of somebody coming out of nowhere and you're like, damn, this person got famous so fast, it's because they got planted, right? And a lot of these people, they create a story for them. Like, they're from Atlanta or this and that. Bullshit. Most of these rappers that are from Atlanta, right? They're from LA, bro. They went to Atlanta as part of their act. like as part of their gimmick. You know what I mean? It's almost like WWE, like how you was talking earlier, Big Simple, about the WWE thing and how the sports and stuff. It's similar like that in the music industry as well, bro. It's no different. That's also the entertainment industry too, bro. You know what I mean? Right. And I've worked there, bro. I'm also a music producer, bro. You know what I mean? I've been making beats my entire life, man. You know what I mean? I'm nasty with the music and everything like that. I do reggaeton music in Spanish as well. I'm an artist. You know what I mean? So, but not an artist for like mainstream music. You know, I like to do it for myself. You know.
Yeah.
But the beats I used to sell them. Now I just make them for fun. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, but I got my first start when I was 17. I was invited by one of the biggest music producers to live out here in Santa Monica with him for a while I learned under him as an understudy. You know what I mean? Nowadays you would call it an intern, right? But back then we called it an understudy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had my ties with Hollywood for a very long time, man. You know, I got friends that are producers and everything like that. Some of them are big time DJs. Some of them worked with Drake, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah,
that's a blessing for real.
But it's nothing though. You know how, like, you know, it's crazy, right? Because I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. When I made this change in my life, right? I told myself I'm not gonna show off. I'm not gonna be bragging to my family and friends because I know they're not. And you know what I mean? My family and friends, they all still at the bottom. They didn't want to do anything. I tried many times with different plans to try to help them to get out of that lifestyle, you know, but they always chose to want to just live regular, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to, you know, separate myself from that because that's not me, you know? I like to travel. I like to live all over the place. I like money, you know?
Yep.
I feel you on that.
I feel you, bro.
So, you know, I can't have them around. And if they're going to be not living it up, then that means they're going to be depending on me eventually. You know, they're going to be begging me eventually for, you know, so I can't. So
yeah, absolutely.
You got to separate yourself from a lot of people, man, you know. And in the industry, one thing I learned about those people in there, man, that's what they almost all do. They all leave, you know, their family and their friends and stuff like that. They keep some of the ride or dies with them, but most of them, they bring in a new entourage around them. A bunch of fake people around them that they don't really know, and they start taking care of them people, and then they regret it when those people set them up and start robbing them. Whenever you hear an actor or rapper's house getting robbed, trust and believe it was one of their own family members or friends that set it up.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it'll be like, you know, one of the best friends or something that know how the house looked and stuff like that. That's how they knew where to go into the back or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's always set up. Yeah, it's always set up like that, you know. Yeah. Oh, so hey, I wanted to ask you, DJ, man. So how you say your last name? Is it Purchase, like purchasing something?
Yes. Just call me DJ Purchase.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna call you just DJ, man. But yeah, I'll just ask him because it's part of your name here, you know. So I just wanted. And now it says Dushane or Dushan. I don't know how.
Yes, that's my other name too, Dushane. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Just call me DJ as my nickname. That's my nickname.
That's the only name I know you by, bro. I will not. Plus, it's easier than calling you Dushane or anything else, man. So I don't call you that for sure.
Yeah. DJ is the way to go.
So DJ, so how did you become a Boston fan? Lay it on me. It sounds like it's gonna be something crazy.
When Jason Tatum got that game-winning shot in like game 1 versus Brooklyn, that's when I became a Celtic fan.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, so you're a new Celtic fan. Okay, that's interesting.
I've been
he's young. DJ young.
Oh yeah, that is right, huh? He is young, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So hey, I noticed that, man, that a lot of new fan base nowadays are Jason Tatum fans, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I love Tatum, you know, but
I love Brown too.
But we had Jalen before Tatum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't have like, you know, how some people pick one person over. Nah, man. I love the whole squad equal. You know what I'm saying? Like I even love the coaches, man. You know what I'm saying? The same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people, they like to separate and divide us. Oh man, JT is better. Oh, Jaylen Brown is better. Like, why does it matter, man? They're on the same team. They're on the same squad. They weren't winning. You know, like all that divisive and trying to separate stuff, man. It's usually from
I don't like that either, bro.
It's usually fans that aren't really fans. It's usually the casuals that are outsiders that just they infiltrated the group. You know what I mean? Usually people that infiltrate the group, the outsiders, you know. You guys got to be aware of that. Especially you, Big Simple, you're going to be doing that content on the Redskins. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of bandwagon riders when you guys are winning. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. It's like that already.
Yeah, as soon as your squad loses, they're going to stop showing up to your show and everything, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So how long you been doing content?
I've been doing it for like
7 years.
7 years.
What? Damn.
But I wasn't really consistent with it.
Yeah.
You know, at the time being, because I had a lot of stuff going on. You know. But right now, I can get this content flowing in the next couple of weeks and years now. Now I got the time to do certain stuff, you know, because now I'm starting to realize
he plays a lot Madden too. He plays a lot Madden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I play Madden.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a little rusty. I didn't play this season, this 2K. I mean this Madden. The recent Madden. What is it? The 26? No, not 26. Yeah, it's 25, right? Damn, I didn't play 24 either.
26.
Yeah, 23 was the last one I played. Yeah, 23 was
the
last
man.
One. Madden 23. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of new stuff is on now.
Yeah, I don't have the time, and then I had for gaming, I had to like decide what games I want to play more. You know what I mean? So I had to limit to like 2K and maybe like a shooting game here and there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing Ghost Recon right now, Breakpoint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I'm playing like some of the older games I got to miss out on and I didn't get to play. You know, because they're really cheap nowadays. So I'm like, yo, let me play these. Let me buy these. You know.
I feel on that.
Because when you buy a new game, man, they always come messed up, man. I remember when I got like Need for Speed, you know, it came messed up at first. Need for Speed Heat, Inbound 2. Inbound had a lot of like glitches and stuff. So I'm like, nah. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna go to those older games, you know, maybe a couple of years old that done got updated left and right.
But no lies though.
Yeah.
I do like watching people play the game more than ever now.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is now, but I like watching people play the game now.
It's their reactions, right? Especially if you played the game before. Like, let's say, for example, GTA 5, right? How many times we played it? I'm pretty sure you played it a lot. I played it a whole bunch of times. I played it in pretty much every system I could, even on PC. You know what I mean? I still got it on PC. And so you think how many times that game is replayable and how many different ways can it be played? Everybody is a different way of playing it, basically. So when you watch other people playing it, it's like watching a whole new experience.
Yeah.
Especially like GTA 5, right? Like I'm watching one of my homegirls. I got it on pause right now because she was streaming earlier, but I had to pause it because I wanted to get on here. So I'm gonna watch the rest of her stream. But she started playing GTA 5 for the first time, and like, and we're like watching her reaction to like some of the dialogue amongst like from the regular people walking down the street and stuff, and when she hits a car and they talk shit, they swear at her and stuff. Like her reactions to that was like priceless, bro, because she didn't expect it. You know, some of the swearing. You know, Lamar. You know what I mean? She been tripping out on how Lamar be bugging out. You know what I mean? You know, everybody know Lamar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Lamar.
Everybody be tripping off on Lamar. You know, I don't think I ever seen anyone who said. Well, there was one that said one time they didn't like Lamar in the beginning, but then they started liking him afterwards. You know what I mean?
See, Lamar was he was always getting in trouble. You know. Trying. He didn't know that he was getting in trouble, but he always get in trouble, and Frankie always had to bail him out.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I actually know them in real life.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they live out here.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they live out here. And like when I first came out here to live, right, I stayed in Inglewood for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And that's where both of them usually be at, you know what I mean? It's in Inglewood. Then but down
tell me the truth about Trevor. Did he really didn't like the word his name being Trevor?
That I don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I have never asked them anything about it, man, because they, you know, I have this thing where I don't want to sound like a groupie whenever I meet anybody, so I always act like really different, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to kiss no ass. I don't want to, you know, like talk to people forcefully. So what I do when I see a famous person, I head nod, you know what I mean? Say what's up, you know, maybe have a little small talk, you know, until I get to know them. And when I get to know them, I talk about outside stuff. I don't ever try to talk about their business and stuff, you know. It's just I always, because it's like it'll be like you guys, right? If I were to tell you guys I do marketing and stuff, and you guys start asking me in-depth stuff, and I start going into it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna really talk about all the stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I do for a living. I don't want to talk about it for fun, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm like in my, you know, I'm not even in my business voice. You know what I'm saying? Like if you guys even like, I talk different when I speak, you know, amongst like my peers, you know, in the business world. You feel me? So it's a whole different thing. You know how it is. You got to basically adapt to the
Big Simple
your environment. You know, yeah.
What's up, DJ?
You know Johnny's about to go up. Johnny.
Yeah,
that boy Fire dude. That comes on Steel Streams.
Johnny.
Wait, who is this guy? I know Stewart's about to go up there. Let me check real quick. Hold up.
All right.
So what's your favorite basketball team then?
Oh, you already know.
It's the Wizards for him.
You already know. If I'm a watch them.
I can't already know.
It's
because
Jordan.
Because DJ is a Redskin fan and he's a Golden State fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I asked him the same thing before you got on. I asked DJ. I was like, "Hey, yo, are you a Wizards fan?" And he's like, "Nah, you know."
Yeah, I'm a whole Wizards fan, man. Die hard too.
They are run terribly from the executives down, bro. The management group is terrible, man. They don't know how to pick the players. They don't know how to move the contracts. It's ran terribly, bro. Like you guys really got to get rid of the whole executive team, bro, and change all that, man. For real.
I feel you.
And I'm not just talking about like the manager. I'm talking about even the finance group, because the finance group, they're the ones who like sign off on the contract money. You know, whenever they do a contract, right, it has to be signed off by the CFO. You know what I mean? The financial, they have to sign off on it, man. So it's a lot of stuff. So it goes down from them. Like if you're willing to give somebody buku money that don't deserve it, man, you wasting money that could have went somewhere else, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I'm looking at the roster right now, bro, and this roster is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. Why the heck did they pick that dude, Saar? Let's be real with that, man. Are you high on him?
Saar, he have his moments. I say this, after watching the Wizards though, the last 2 years, it seemed like they just trying to find their way.
Yeah.
You know, trying to build. You know, they
don't sleep them all the time though.
They've been building for a long time, but I think they finally realized that after they got away from Bill and John Wall, it was time to hang it up. It was time to okay, we're gonna be down in the slumps for a minute, but I'm hoping that they find that one piece.
They've been terrible since they started as the Wizard organization, man. Like they let so many people go that ended up being stars elsewhere, man. Like that, I'm telling you, man, it's ridiculous. Right now, they got CJ McCollum on the contract, right? They got Marvin Bagley the third, right? They got Kai Sean George. They got Chris Middleton. And I'm looking like, who else got a name, man? Justin Champagne, Curry Kispert, you know what I mean? Like Cam Whitmore. Yeah. Like, man, you guys are going to be a lottery team for quite a while, man, unless they mix it up, man. And it just they missed out on a perfect.
You know what we really missing though? Out of all that you said though,
yeah,
we missing a true center.
Man, they had so many of that, bro. They got rid of what's his name? That's with Oh man.
Porzingis. Porzingis not really a true center, but he's like a slash power forward.
Hey, Big Simple.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, our best moments when we had John Wall and Bradley Beal.
They should have traded them. They should have traded them when they were at the highest value. They should have gotten a whole boatload of stuff for them, man. See, that was the management. That goes down to management. That's what I'm trying to say. Because, me, I would have pulled the trigger and I would have got rid of them, and I would have got some assets that would have kept this team afloat.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball there, man. Like,
and not only that, we gave out bad contracts to different, even though we knew John Wall and Bill was good, but we was giving out bad contracts out there.
Bad contracts, yeah.
It's terrible.
Big Symbol, Jordan Live that comes on our live streams. You know him?
Jordan. Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, he's going live tonight. He's about to go live.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to make it over there. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, he's about to start. I'm about to make it over there too in a minute.
Yeah, I'm about to get off too. So, but I wanted to say one last thing though about the Wizards, right? Y'all, one thing that I do see about you guys, man, is that they're gonna clear up a lot of money soon.
Oh yeah.
Chris Middleton, he's on a 1 year, right?
Yeah, he only 1 year.
33.2 million, right? CJ McCollum 1 year.
They doing it right this time. I can't say that.
So right there,
that's already down to the contract.
That's already almost $64 million right there on just those two contracts.
Yeah.
So if you think about that coming off the books, that helps with building off, right? They could just get a whole bunch of like unproven young players that have upside that never got any time. They could invest in something like that right now while they build some of these guys up, man.
Build some of these guys up.
Yeah, and get some people on the draft.
Friday night blackout. Jordan Live.
Who's that? Who's Jordan Live? Who's that?
He talks about a lot of life stuff and stuff like that. He comes on Big Simple streams. He's good though. He's good.
Oh, he doesn't do sports?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, so he does like a mixture of all kinds of stuff?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
See, that stuff is usually hard, man, because what it does, right? It makes your fan base like really, not your fan, but your community, right? It varies. So what that does is really, man, I think people should have separate channels for every single thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to tell.
If you're going to be talking about all kinds of sports in one, it's going to be hard for you to get views and people that want to be on your stuff because you're talking about everything. Now, when you have like an actual group, you know what I mean? You could build that community around that. Because I'm only doing this because I want to have people I can talk to, and chill, chop it up.
Wait, are you going to be here for the Wednesday stream? When I do Celtics play-by-play,
you're gonna be doing Celtics play-by-plays live during the game
against the Sixers. Yeah,
okay. So this is what I'm gonna be doing, right? I got a podcast I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be doing pre-recorded stuff. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm gonna be doing it like that. But I'm gonna be on Discord right after all the games. But during games, I'm not gonna be streaming. I'll just be on like on like social media and stuff like that because I like watching the game in peace. But I'll have your stream on the side, man. I wouldn't mind having it.
I might do a post game. And I'll do a post game.
And what I could do though too, I could chop it up with you, and I could actually, you know what? Hold up, I could come in and talk to you during the game if you're gonna be. Yeah, man. I could do that too, man. Hey, listen, I got links right to like. I could watch. We could like if you guys don't got like a way to watch certain games, I could always find those links, man. You could do a watch parties in my Discord too. Like DJ, if you want to ever do a watch party, like
for like a call or something.
Yeah, just hit me up, right? Tag me up, right? And be like, hey, yo, you want to come in to the calls? Like, I'm usually available after 3, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, because I run like certain meetings and stuff like that in the daytime and stuff. But like after 3, I'm good. You heard? So you can always hit me up and be like, hey, yo, you want to do a little voices?
Hey, I sub to your channel too. Mouthpiece.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know if I don't think I hit the notification on yours, but I'm gonna make sure I do that because I want to make sure anybody I rock with that's solid. You know what I mean? I want to make sure.
Big Symbol goes live every Sunday though for Washington.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
we talk a lot about stuff though. We talk about
it get wild on that
Oh
Sunday.
man, listen, man. I know people from down that way.
Yeah.
I know how crazy things to get down in that DMV area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a lot of people out there. I used to be on something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I used to be all over there, like even in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been all over Baltimore. I got a lot of friends out there. I used to come down from Boston to Baltimore every other day. You know what I mean? To meet up with somebody that was coming from Florida up there.
Yeah.
For real.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because I was moving that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I mean? Like I was doing that illegal stuff. You know?
Yeah.
You know, young dumb days. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I would never go back to. You know, but.
Oh,
You know,
same here.
There was a time where, you know,
same here.
There was a time where, you know, that looked like the only option for me. So I took it, you know, but,
yeah,
you know, I ended up, I met this guy and I was at a church one day, right? And this Christian rapper called T-Bone, he walked up to me and said,
T-Bone.
Hey, he walked up to me. He was like, hey, God told me to come straight to you and shake your hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
As soon as he entered the church, as soon as he entered the church, you know what I mean? He looked dead at me, who was way away across on another side, you know what I mean? Looked dead at me, and he came straight to me and said it. You know what I mean? And I felt weird about it because at that time I was really gangster, you know. So but I was still going to church, you know, because I always believed in God, you know. So you know, I was still living that street life though. So you know, he came to me and talked to me like that, and that kind of opened up my eyes a little bit. I was like, wow, you know what I mean? So and he was kind of gangster. He was a street dude, you know what I mean? That rapped in Christian music, you know what I'm saying? But
I listen to Christian music all the time. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, yes.
I like this dude called NF. You know, he's not a Christian rapper, but he's a Christian that raps. You know what I mean? His name is NF. Yeah. But I used to.
I'll be hearing like a lot of pastors just preach the word.
But I don't listen to like what you guys call like world music, like rap music today. Like I don't know any of these new songs out here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mouthpiece. Man, I'm 33.
Yeah.
And I don't even know half of the rap people up in here, bro.
Hey,
like
I know some of the ladies because I done slept with some of them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of lady rappers, you know what I mean, before they made it, you know, I got to slip in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna name drop though, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
yeah.
I wish I could though, man. But man, you know how much backlash you get for that, man. You know how much hate and all that. I'm not
gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie, but the ladies kind of took over the rap game a little bit.
Right now, they're the ones really pushing the needle right now. That's why you see a lot of guys jumping on their coattails right now. They're like, you know, oh, let me get a collab with her. You know what I'm saying, like that? Because the girls are coming in with a different, more rugged style than the men.
Right.
Absolutely. Right.
And the thing is, we actually believe the women more than we believe the guys.
That's crazy.
I believe
a
lot of these girls are more about that life than these dudes are.
Oh my goodness, man!
These dudes, these rappers, guys, that a lot of them are actors. They're playing. It's almost like like if you were playing a part, but for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? That's how they do it. So what they do is, okay, you're gonna be a rapper. You didn't make it in the acting business, so we're gonna plant you into the rap industry. You're gonna play as a rapper. Since you know how to act, you're gonna act like a rapper, and this is gonna be your name. This is gonna be your background story. You were born in Atlanta, right? You were born in struggle to this parent, to another parent that's gonna be an actor that's gonna play the part as your parent for your entire life. That's how they do it. You know that, right? That's how they do it.
Right,
almost all every single famous music artist that you hear that they're from a city, it's a lie. It's all like part of their story, you know. It's part of their gimmick, you know. But they will never tell the public because you know they will mess up their money. You know what I mean? Obviously, but it's part of, just like that kid from New York, 6ix9ine, right?
Right.
Oh,
Big Zebbo.
He's not from New York, bro. He's from here.
Yeah.
He was from here. He was an actor down here. They sent him out there. Nobody talks about it because nobody knows, but I know because I'm out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
He was an actor. They sent him out there to play that part.
Hey, Big Zebbo.
Why fake people? I don't know.
That's
That's
because that's
crazy.
what draws the most money. It's the fake lifestyle, and people, they love the visual effects, right? And they love to see the stuff. It's just like how back in the days in the books, right? People used to scroll to look at the pictures instead of reading the actual book. They just scroll through to try to look at all the pictures and stuff. It's something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's the look of it.
Yeah.
People like it, you know what I mean? A lot of people know it's fake, but they're like, it looks cool anyway, so fuck it. It sounds cool. The beat is so fire that we don't even care. That's really what it is. A lot of it is the beats.
That's it. That's all it really is.
I'm gonna be real.
That's all it really is.
Because I make beats, bro. I make beats, and I know the power of tuning, right? Certain frequencies, right? Certain frequencies, right? So they could hit parts of the brain, right? That would trigger some type of emotional effect. You know what I mean? Like sadness and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people don't understand that with music and sound, right? There's so much stuff that can be done with the frequency and stuff like that. That you could change, that could hit certain parts and trigger certain parts of your brain waves, man, make you do certain things. That's why, people say, oh, rap music, this, it does, some people are against it. Some people say it alters people's behaviors and stuff like that. And then some people go, no, I've been watching and listening to rap music all my life, and I never felt like killing nobody. Man, listen, that's some people, but not everybody has that power. There are a lot of weak-minded people in this world that they easily they don't have control of their own lives and their own brain. You know what I mean? Like
this world's the offer of confusion. It's the offer of confusion.
Yeah, I mean,
one day this world's gonna die at some point. And then
man, listen, this thing that we're inside of, this thing is so powerful, bro. Man, people wanted to destroy so much, man, but what's going to destroy is going to be us.
Yep.
Like right now,
where we determine our fate for eternity.
Like, let's be real, man. Like the elites, they don't find use in the human beings like they used to. They are noticing that the way right now is going to be AI.
Yep.
Bro, I can't tell you.
I don't believe that.
I've traveled around the world, bro, and I've seen a lot of robot register people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I go to a register and it's a robot or a machine.
It's taking over jobs. It's taking over everything.
Yes. Even a lot of the graphics and stuff you see nowadays, they're doing it with AI. You know what I mean? A lot of the music,
AI going crazy now, bro.
A lot of these rappers, they're not even writing their own music or making their own music. They're using AI. They do a thing where they clone their voice and they let AI make the song for them. And then they pick whatever song is the best one, then they use it, and then they learn that song, and then they start, they rehearse it and stuff like that and get good at saying it. So it makes it look like they're the ones who wrote it, but they didn't. Yeah. A lot of them are using AI. They've been using AI for like 20 years out here in the music industry.
And then once they get one little like was that like one little short hit, like when you hear like that one little hit, and then you just put it out there, the people like on TikTok. If you just get like that one hit that you said in that like video or something like that, you can put it out on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. That jank fire go viral in just a matter of seconds.
So it doesn't matter.
So you're gonna do content on just the Redskins, or is it gonna be all Washington sports?
It's gonna be only Redskins.
Only Redskins. All right. So are you gonna be called Big Simple? Is that gonna be your
Big
thing?
Simple
like
Big Simple. Been simple.
What's the 422?
Well, 422 is strictly for like a thing. That's just a thing. But the simple part, that's where I grew up at.
So Tiny hit another home.
That's where I grew.
You understand why I'm asking you this? Because if you want to be a good content creator and you really want to turn up with that, you got to do the best way to do is to create a brand, right?
Yeah.
So, but when you create a brand, right, you want to create a brand that's going to be something that's easy to remember, right? Something that's going to be something that catches people's eyes and attention and make people be like, oh, that's cool. That's a good name. You know what I mean? Because that's what that's what sticks nowadays. That's why I actually went to 422, because if you're going to be, it's Big Simple 422, It's gonna be
and they kind of like my. They kind of well, a lot of people like my flow. You feel me? They like my flow, the way I like talk and everything.
So
when I do it like join the crew.
You plan on doing a logo for your thing, or you gonna just be like the face?
I'm trying to be local more than anything. Just
I'm saying, I'm saying, are you gonna have a logo, like a logo for your name? You know what I mean? Like like you see how my shit says mouthpiece?
Yeah.
And it has a little basketball and I made that myself. So that's why I'm asking you. Like, are you gonna have something like that, or are you gonna always just have like a picture of your face or something in your brand for your brand?
Oh nah, that my logo right there. You know what I'm saying? Like
the
Oh, you got a logo?
Yeah, on the YouTube joint.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't think because I did it so fast.
It's big. It's big symbol 422.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just tell you because because that's what I do, so I can help, bro. Like with many different things, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like in a good year and a half to 2 year plan, bro. Your thing could be booming or something nasty,
Yeah, man.
I guess.
Because I've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
I know how to. I know how to. Well, let's say I know how to get people to my channel. Let's just say it that way.
The only thing that sucks, right, is that your team trash.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll mess with you. I'll just mess with you, man. I just wanted to say that. I've been wanting to say that for a while, man, just to mess with y'all. You know what I mean? But for the most part, right, throughout history, right, for like years, Washington Redskins has been one of those like middle teams. You know what I mean? So that's really.
We really historical, but it's just what happened with the ownership. The ownership made it seem that way, made us look like we was like middle of the pack and stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
That and some unfortunate injuries and deaths. I remember what was that one player that died years ago? That was a cornerback or something like that. I forgot his name. He was
man. I got his whole photo, man.
He was gonna be that guy.
Sean Taylor.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, bro. That dude was a beast, and he was about to be something crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot how long ago was that? That had to be like way back, man. I can't even.
Man, that was around when
maybe 15.
When years. I was like, I was like 13 years old.
It was been some years, man. But I couldn't remember his name. But I appreciate you saying his name because I was trying to remember that name for a while. I've been trying to remember that name for a while now. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you said it, man. Sean Taylor. Okay. Yeah, man. That dude was gifted, bro.
Oh yeah.
Gifted. And that death really set back the team, bro. That death really set back the team.
And people totally forget about that mouthpiece, man.
Yeah. That's a fact.
People totally forget about that, bro.
That's a fact. And then also let's talk real RG3. You know what I mean? That situation was tough.
That too.
And it was bad, man, because he had no offensive line. Homeboy had no choice but to try to run. You know what I mean? Like, so I felt bad for him, man. Because
and now I can say RG3, because there's a lot of stories to it.
Yeah.
Because RG3, he wasn't thinking at the time. He was young. You feel me? He was young. He was like, man, shoot, I feel like I'm a hero. You feel what I'm saying? When you that young, you was winning like that.
Facts.
You ain't thinking about leaving the team. You feeling like, hey, I can go out here and do this. But that's up to the coaching staff to protect the player. You know what I'm saying? Even if we would have lost the playoff game, I wouldn't care because that's protecting RG3 at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I remember you guys had some good running backs, like back to back. I think y'all had, who was it? Clinton Portis, I think.
Clinton Portis, yeah.
Right? Yeah, Clinton Portis. He was good, man.
Yeah, man.
People slept on Clinton Portis, man. He was actually good, man. And even with a weak line, man, he was still doing his thing, man. There was a couple of times you guys had really good running backs too, man.
Yeah, we had Davis.
What was his first name?
Was it Fred? Was it Fred Davis? Fred Davis. Fred Davis.
Yeah. I think it was.
Yeah. But we had some players, man. We had players all around. It's just, we didn't have the right coaching staff. We didn't have the right owner. We had all the talent in the world. We just didn't have the right people in the office.
You would think for a place that's situated right where Congress and everybody and their mamas at, right, that they will have a better ran organization. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With all the political minds and everything that's in that city, man. You know, it's just crazy. All the teams in the city are ran terrible.
Right.
Except maybe the cap, even that, yeah, all of them.
That's true.
All of them. Because even the Nationals, there was times when Nationals had teams, right? And they let them go for peanuts. You know what I mean? So
thank you very much for tuning in.
That's true.
What you watching? What's that?
All right, DJ, I'm gonna let you in, bro, but I'm gonna let you
know. All right, so listen, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I appreciate
being on
here. Guys. Yo, I appreciate y'all. You guys have a good night.
All right, have a blessed one.
Johnny's live. Johnny's live.
All
right.
All right, y'all. Double live stream. Peace. See y'all next time. Peace.